Hello and welcome to this week's Holy Yoga Chair Practice. My name is Barb Tucker. I'm a member of the Colts Reformed Church in Colts New Jersey, and I welcome you to this week's practice. So I invite you to find your favorite chair that doesn't have any arms and join me in your beautiful mountain seat. Today's practice will be both in the chair and standing up. Remember, never be in pain. If anything is causing you pain, take a pause, modify. If your arms are bothering you or shoulders are bothering you today, instead of giving me full range of motion, just taking your hand to your shoulder and you can complete the same movements that we're doing. So I invite you to this week's practice. So take your back away from the back of your seat. Root your feet to the floor. This is active. So you're pushing the floor away from you. And as you do that, help you to rise up through your spine, becoming taller, creating space in your sides and your spine. Having your knees parallel to each other, your knees over your ankles, your shoulders over your hips, and your ears over your shoulders. Bring your navel towards your spine. And close your eyes. Soften your jaw, having your teeth apart but your lips together. Soften your nose. Soften the creases of your eyes, of your forehead. Relax your fingers. And come and notice your breath. Changing the cadence of your breath. I'm going to let this be your choice today. Either coming as deep as you want, coming from the belly. Changing maybe the inhale, taking 2 or 3 or 4 counts to rise up to the top, up through the crown of your head. Maybe holding it for a moment at the top. And the count of your exhale maybe being different than the count of your inhale. But just take notice of it and changing it to its normal breath so that you notice the miracle that your body is performing with the breath of life inside and the exhale. Focusing on your breath. I invite you to keep your eyes closed, continuing in a different breath than you're used to, coming out of your normal. And today I'm going to invite you into contentment, finding contentment in today's world, in this season that we're in. I'm coming from Paul's letter to the Philippians in chapter 4, verses 11 through 13. All of us are experiencing different roller coasters of emotions and troubles and obstacles and some joys. So in this time, let's find strength in the Lord to be content in all situations. And here's what Paul says. Not that I am speaking of being in need, for I have learned in whatever situation I am to be content. I know how to be brought low, and I know how to abound. In any and every circumstance, I have learned the secret of facing plenty and hunger, abundance and need. I can do all things through him who strengthens me. I'm going to read it a second time and just ask you to take a word from this, a word to help you through your practice today. Inhaling this word, giving it you strength. Not that I am speaking of being in need, for I have learned in whatever situation I am to be content. I know how to be brought low, and I know how to abound. In any and every circumstance, I have learned the secret of facing plenty and hunger, abundance and need. I can do all things through him who strengthens me. So grab onto that word and take it in at the deep inhale. Hold it for a moment at the top, and exhale your word. Taking your deepest breath of the day, inhale your word. Hold it for a moment, and exhale. And then slowly returning to your normal breath. I invite you to open your eyes. I invite you to recenter yourself, bringing your back away from the back of the chair, lengthening your spine. And as we take our first inhale, taking our chin to the right side, to your right shoulder. Exhale, traveling across your heart to your left shoulder. Inhale, travel to the right. Exhale, travel to the left. Inhale, coming to center. And exhale. Inhale, gazing up. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, raising up. Exhale, chin to chest. And coming to center. Taking our fingers and walking each finger deliberately, intentionally. Exercising our fingers down our leg and up our legs. Now forget your thumb. And intentionally waking up our fingers here. One more time, walking down over our knees, down our shins. Whatever feels right, however far you want to go. And coming back up. Inhale. Lengthen, coming taller, root your feet down, lengthen your spine, coming all the way up, creating space in your sides, and exhale. Taking a deep inhale, maybe putting your hands on your ribs, and expanding your hands away from you, and coming back in. Inhale, expanding your hands away from you, and coming back in. Taking your hands, interlacing your fingers, having your palms towards me, your thumb to the floor, and just waggling your thumb around and going the opposite way. On an inhale, rise up high. Exhale, coming down, palms towards me. Inhale, root down, maybe rising a little bit higher. Having your arms going only as long as feels good. And coming down. And one more time, inhale, rise up high. Exhale, coming towards me. Keeping your hands interlaced, cradle your chin, letting your chin rest, and then just taking a moment and just slightly raise up your chin, raising up your spine. Taking an inhale, raising up your elbows. Exhale, bringing your elbows towards the floor. Inhale, elbows to the side, rising up slightly. Exhale, coming down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Bringing your hands to your thighs. Inhale. We're going to shrug our shoulders up and down and up and back and down. Sorry. Let's try that again. Inhale, up and back and down. Inhale, up and back and down. Reversing. And coming to rest. Having your hands to your side. And just gently bringing up that left arm and coming down. And bringing up the right arm and coming down. Lengthening your side as you come up, root down, coming taller. Maybe when your fingers are up there, reaching for the ceiling, reaching for that light bulb to change, and coming down. Taking your right arm up and coming down. Taking both arms up high, palms up towards the ceiling, and coming down. And then taking that left arm up high, bringing your palm out towards the side so that you can come around and down. Bringing up, palm to the floor. Once you hit the top, taking your palm to the outside and coming around. If that's uncomfortable, just coming to your shoulder and coming around. And coming down. Taking your right arm up, palm towards the floor, outside, coming around. And again, one shoulder might feel better than the other. Up to the top, outside, and around. Or just hand to your shoulder and coming around. And coming to the end. Hands to your side. Bringing that left arm up high, holding on with your right arm, and taking the first bend of the day. Don't let your knees travel. Reaching a little bit further and coming down. Bringing your right arm up high and reaching over. And coming over. Having your hands on your knees, heel-toeing your feet out. And heel-toeing your feet back in. Keeping that long back, heel-toeing out, and heel-toeing in. Coming up on your toes, going back on your heels, wakening up your ankles here. And coming to center. Hands to your side. Inhale, both arms up high. Exhale, we're going to bring our arms down, interlacing our hands underneath our right thigh, and just bringing our leg up and down. Hands to your side. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale, hands down, interlacing your hands to your left thigh and bringing your leg up and down. Repeating on the opposite side, up, reaching, coming down, interlace under the thigh, bringing it close to you. Hands down, inhale up high, exhale down, under the thigh and up. Hands to your side, inhale up, exhale down, under your right thigh, bringing your thigh up, and let's circle your leg around. Again, making sure your left leg is anchored, don't let it travel, keeping your knee over your ankle, and going the opposite circle way. And coming down. Hands to your side. Inhale up. Exhale down, interlacing around your left thigh and circle around. And going the opposite way. And coming down. Hands on your thighs. Heel-toeing your legs out. Again, lengthening your, rooting down through your feet, lengthening your spine. Inhale, having your arms out like a V, reaching your fingertips towards the ceiling. Exhale, elbows to ribs. Inhale, rising up high, lengthening. Exhale, elbows to ribs. Inhale, rising up high. This time, just taking your right forearm to your right thigh. Let's bend over. Bringing your palm towards me, bringing that left elbow behind you, maybe gazing up. Rooting down with that left leg just to open up a little bit more. And coming back. Arms and hands at prayer. Inhale, arms out like a V. This time taking your left arm to your left thigh, bending over, opening up that space in that right side. Palm towards me, taking that right elbow behind you, and if you can, gazing up. And coming down. Bending over towards the right, palm towards me, elbow back, and towards the left. And one more side. And coming to center, heel toeing your legs back. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale, forward fold. Lift halfway, back to the floor. Root down, rising up high. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale to the floor. Inhale, rising up high. Exhale down. Halfway lift. Back to the floor. Hands on your knees and pushing yourself up. Coming to cat and cow. Keeping our hands glued to our legs. Taking an inhale. Bringing your hands to your hips. Opening up your heart, elbows back. Gazing up. Exhale. Gliding down over your knees, down towards your shins. Rounding your back, chin to chest. Inhale, gliding up, gazing up, heart open. Exhale, coming down. One more time, keeping your feet parallel to each other, coming up tall. Opening up your heart. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, resting at your thighs. Coming to prayer. Inhale, rise up high. We're going to twist to the right. And if you're available to you today, gazing to the left. Coming to center. Inhale, rise up high. Twisting to the left and gazing to the right. Coming to center. Inhale, prayer up. Exhale, come down. Twisting to the right. Slowly traveling across your heart, twisting to the left. Coming to center. Inhale, rise up, keeping your hands in prayer. Exhale, heart center. Twisting to the right. Keeping tall, traveling across, twisting to the left. Coming to center. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale, coming down. Twisting to the right. And twisting to the left. Coming to heart center. Inhale, prayer up high. Taking your palms away. Palms towards the floor, coming back. We're going to take our arms all the way back. It's called airplane arms. And as you take your arms, again, noticing your feet, having kind of magnetizing your heels back towards the chair, having your hands straight back, palms towards the ceiling, and hinging forward. Inhale, hands up high. Exhale, airplane arms. Hinging forward. Reaching your fingertips away from you, the crown of your head away from you. Inhale, coming back up. Rising up tall. Exhale, airplane arms. And coming up. One more time. Up. Coming to prayer. Coming to heart center. Hands to your thighs. Heel toeing your feet out wide. And coming back in. Taking a deep inhale here. And exhale. Coming to prayer. Taking a deep breath, rising up high. Exhale, arms out like wings. Inhale, rise up, reaching to the right. Coming to center. And reach to the left. Coming to center. Reach to the right. Coming to center. Reach to the left. We're going to add on, so we're going to come to the center. Reach to the right and lift up the left leg. Now, if you're more comfortable bringing that arm down to the seat, and just lift up the left leg and coming down. If your arm's down, bring it back up. Coming back to center, rise up. Reaching towards the left, lifting up that right leg. So again, you can hold on here if you'd like. Let's do that 2 more times. So we're going to reach, bring the leg up, coming up tall, coming back to center, reach, maybe bring, I think it is a little easier bringing your hand down, lifting the leg, coming to center, reach to the right, left arm down, left leg up. One more time, reaching, arm down, leg up. Coming to center, arms down. Inhale, rising up high. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Back to the floor. Inhale, rising up high. Coming to prayer. Coming to heart center. Arms out like wings. Inhale, rise up high. Reaching to the right. And this time letting your right hand drop your left arm. Reaching up high. Coming back to center, recentering yourself, rising up high, reaching to the left, left hand down, right arm up. Coming back to center, reaching to the right, right arm down, left arm up. Separating your fingertips away from each other. Coming back to center, reaching to the left, reaching up high. Coming back to center. Arms, hands to your thighs. Heel toeing your feet out towards the, just as wide as the chair. Having your hands on your hips, and let's just circle around. Remembering to breathe. And coming around the other way. Coming to center, heel toeing your feet back. And then we're going to stand up and meet me behind your chair. So using your chair to, for your balance, holding on to the chair as needed. Always hold on to your chair. I'm going to start with mountain, so I'm going to just put the chair away. But obviously have the chair in front of you as needed so that you have your balance. But keeping your, coming to mountain. So again, just as your mountain seat is, this is your foundation, your sturdiness. Noticing your feet here, maybe lifting up your toes, wiggling your toes, intentionally pressing down on that big toe and your pinky toe. As you breathe in, lengthening your spine, bringing your navel towards your spine, having your chin parallel to the floor. And just taking a moment here. Opening up your eyes. And then holding onto your chair. We're just going to take a simple, just bringing your arm up and your arm down. Taking that left arm up. And as you come here again, noticing how you're separating yourself by rooting down through your feet, rising up, reaching for the ceiling. So you're pushing the floor away and reaching for the ceiling. And coming down. Inhale, rise up high. And just taking a bend over. And coming up tall. Arm down. Switching arms. Taking that left arm and coming up high. Again, root down, push the floor away, reach for the ceiling, and coming down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, down. Inhale, rise up. And bending over. And coming up tall. And on there. This I'm going to ask you to do holding on with your right hand. Bringing your left arm out long. And you're going to take a step out with the bend and keeping that bend in your leg, bending over. Bringing your arm back and stepping back. We're going to do that 2 more times to the left side. Taking your left arm out, stepping to the left, bending that left leg, and bending over. Holding onto your chair with your right arm and coming back. One inhale, one exhale. Left arm out long. Step out to the left, bending that knee, and coming over. And coming back to center. Coming to mountain if you can, taking both hands off your chair. Again, feeling the strength of your feet, keeping up your body. Taking a deep inhale here, and exhale. Holding on with your left hand, we're going to step out to the right, so right arm out long. Taking a step with the right, and bending over. Arm out, step back in, arm down. Inhale, exhale. Arm out wide. Taking a step, keeping your leg bent, bending over. Arm out long, stepping back in, arm down. Inhale, exhale. Last time. Arm out long, taking that step, keeping the leg bent, and bending over. Coming back to center. Coming to mountain. Taking a deep inhale, and a deep exhale. And we're going to finish our standing portion just with the down dog. So holding on, you can stay facing me, but this is so you can see how it's to look. Both hands on the chair, and you're going to walk your legs out so that you have the back as long as you can, looking like a number 7, having your arms long. Again, pushing your heels behind you. They're not moving, but you can just kind of push them if you can. Having your ears in between your biceps. Slight bend to your knees. Inhale, rise up slightly so your ears come over your arms. Exhale, melting back down. Maybe bringing up one heel and then the other heel. With both heels on the floor, maybe just swaying your hips back and forth. And then walking back up to the back of your chair. Coming to mountain. Taking a deep inhale, a deep exhale. And coming back, maybe in your chair. Taking your back away from the back of the chair, walking your hips up to the top of your chair, rooting your feet down intentionally, arms to your side. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale, forward fold, leading with your heart. Halfway lift, back to the floor. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale, forward fold. Lift halfway, back to the floor. Inhale, rise up, keeping our arms up as we get there, bending to the right, rising up high, bending to the left, coming up tall, reaching for the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Lift halfway, back to the floor. Inhale, rise up high. Coming to prayer, coming to heart center. Taking a deep inhale here, and an exhale. And then just bringing your palms out a little bit, pressing them together, maybe if you can, having your elbows parallel to the floor. Really noticing the sensation of your palms against each other. Maybe really pushing, activating your arms here. Just kind of push your fingertips one way, and then the other way. Bringing your hands out towards me, fists towards me, and bringing your knuckles to the floor, and knuckles neutral. Knuckles to the floor, and knuckles neutral. Knuckles to the floor. Hold it there for 3 counts. 2, 3, and coming up. Releasing your hands, your fingers, coming to a fist. Releasing your fingers, coming to a fist. Bringing your hands down. Taking that right palm and pushing the air to the floor, and taking your left ear to your left shoulder. And if you want to, you can shake your head no, or shake your head yes, or just keep it as it is. Again, noticing your spine, that you're still tall. Inhale. and exhale. Bringing your head back to neutral, switching arms, pushing the air down with that left palm, taking your right ear to your right shoulder. Again, if you want to go no and yes with your head, or keep it as it is. One more inhale, one more exhale, coming back. And then taking your nose like a paintbrush in the sky and paint the number 8. And then reverse. And coming to center. Taking a deep inhale, rise up high. Exhale, forward fold. Lift halfway. Back to the floor. Take your deepest inhale as you rise up, bringing everything up to your fingertips. Exhale, surrendering into your chair, letting your back rest on the chair. Let your feet flop where they want to go. Let your hands rest where you want them to rest. Maybe your heart, maybe your belly. So you can listen to your heart, listen to your breath. Close your eyes. And if you can recall the word that you picked from the scripture from earlier, breathe it in. Take time now to think about what you need to do, who you need to trust to find contentment. As Paul says, he finds contentment in plenty and in hunger, in abundance and in need. My prayer for you this week is that you too can have contentment in your plenty, in your hunger, in your abundance, and in your need. Maybe take time to slow down your breath. Making a mental note, maybe counting how many breaths of your inhale, how many breaths of your exhale. I invite you to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. One last time, taking your back away from the back of your seat, walking your hips up to the top of your chair, coming into your beautiful mountain seat. Having your hands to your side. Inhale, rise up, coming up to prayer, resting at heart center. And may we all say, Amen. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Be kind, be well. Bye.